What's up, YouTube? Matt M. Roy back again. Started this vlog kind of late today. It is 1:15. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I just wasn't in the mood to do it early. Just standard checkup, the usual stuff. But I did want to tell you guys something that I learned at the doctor's office. And I'm going to start a new segment, I think, on my channel. I'm going to call it Top Tips. Now, they did blood work for me today, which is part of the general exam. And I always told her I was concerned about getting bruised because whenever they prick me to take blood, I always tend to bruise. And the nurse there said, that took my blood, said there's a surefire way to make sure you don't bruise. Basically what you do, they always take my blood, let's see if I can do this one-handed, right here, right, on the bottom part of my elbow. And she said that what you have to do is for 10 minutes after they take your blood, you hold your arm out straight like this. I mean, it doesn't have to be held up, but you don't want to bend your elbow. If you bend your elbow, that's when it bruises because it cuts off some of the circulation to whatever vein they just tapped. So in future, if you guys are like me and tend to bruise a little on the easy side, that's just something you can do to avoid having that nasty looking bruise on your arm or hand or wherever they might take your blood. I know, not the best topic, right? But I just wanted to get that out there. It is an absolutely gorgeous day today. It's about 58 degrees. It's probably only going to get up to about 68 today, which is still pretty nice. I think tomorrow we're supposed to get a high of like 72, and then for the rest of the week, that's it. It's going to be down cool, like back in the 40s and 50s, which is kind of a good thing because we have some events planned this weekend that are going to be outside, and yeah, I'm glad the temperature's a little bit cooler. 70s and 80s, I can say bye-bye until next year. I'll be perfectly happy not having to deal with that heat anymore. A couple other things I wanted to let you guys know. I haven't actually tied down or nailed the carpets down yet, the area rugs I put, but let me show you what they look like now. This is that big brown one that Dad gave me, and you can see it's pretty much evened out. Now the ripples are almost gone. I still have this one section here that won't go down. And I did decide to keep that other one here because I kind of like the way it looks, and it'll protect the carpet underneath, at least for now. I did change out my bedspreads. I've actually had this bedspread for years. Haven't hardly ever used it because I'm a creature of habit, and I really liked the other one I had, but it was totally falling apart. So, which something is very hard for me. I had to say goodbye, and this is the one I'm using from now on. This is actually a dual-sided one. You can see it has kind of a little bit of a floral pattern down there, and then on the other side it's striped. I do need to clean it though, because it's got, I'm going to wash it, and I'm going to use one of those lint brushes, because you can see it's got like all this pilling. And this is what happens sometimes in the dryer. You dry this with something else, and all the lint that comes off your other clothes tends to pill on certain fabrics. And because this is, I don't think this is 100% cotton. This is like 60-40 rayon blend, and I think that's why it was pilling. This side isn't as bad, but yeah. So that's a couple little changes going on in my room right now. Pretty much everything else is the same. Oh. Give you guys an update on this thing. I basically wasted $5 on this. This is that PlayStation 3 headset that I got at the thrift store, and I did not realize at the time that you needed to have a wireless dongle for this. I'll be honest, I think that's the dumbest thing because, as everybody knows, PlayStation 3s are Bluetooth. They have Bluetooth, and that's why I just assumed that these were Bluetooth, but they're not. They require a wireless signal from a little dongle that you put in to one of the USB ports on your PlayStation 3. And I looked at getting one on eBay. They're not available, and even if they were, somebody told me that it wouldn't work. It has to be the dongle that was made for this specific headset. I'm going to try to go back later today and see if maybe she has it in the back. I highly doubt it, because whenever they get things like this, VCRs, anything that has a wireless mouse, anything that has a dongle or remote, they never seem to remember to donate that piece. So yeah, that was a life lesson. $5 down the drain. I was thinking about maybe just throwing it up on Craigslist to see if anybody might want it for parts or something. It does function. Show you that real quick. Hopefully, yep, you can see right there. Battery does hold a charge. I charged it up pretty much fully last 2 nights ago, but it won't. It'll just keep blinking like that. It won't, of course, find a signal because it's looking for that USB dongle. So, yeah, it is what it is. You know what? Let's get the juices flowing this morning. Woo! Now I just feel a little dizzy. One thing I want to let you guys know, I will be traveling for Thanksgiving this, I think we're leaving the 20, I don't remember. It's coming though. It's coming up soon. We're going up to my uncle's house. We're going to go for the rest of the family. Unfortunately, Dad is not going to be able to join us. He is going to be staying back, but it is what it is. You know, we're always together for Christmas and all the other holidays, but Thanksgiving we try to spend with our extended family. I'll try to do some videos when I'm up there. I don't know what I'm going to get into. I am absolutely not. This is a question that everybody's been asking me. I'm absolutely not going to do Black Friday this year. The extent that I might do is there's a local Dollar General in where my grandmother, in my grandmother's old town, where my uncle is now. I may go there and pick up a couple items, but I'm not going to any of the big box stores. I did that for years and years when I was working at Best Buy and all the other places. I am Black Friday'd out. I don't really need anything, and I really don't need anything bad enough to have to deal with those crowds. There were a couple of times that I almost got trampled on. There was one time in a stampede that I almost accidentally hurt somebody else. So, especially being of my stature, I don't want to be in that situation. I am not going to do Black Fridays anymore. And of course, the stores in that little town, you know, if I go there, it's nothing like if you were in a major city or even over here in Hampton Roads. They hardly have anybody there. It's usually just like little things like last Black Friday, that's when I got my little Sega Genesis console there with the 80 built-in games. But we'll have some fun up there. I'll try to get some pictures. Maybe I'll do like a slideshow video for you guys. There's always something to do up there, and I know I've said for years I want to get up into the attic, and it might happen this year if the house isn't too full, because the attic in my grandmother's old house is just amazing. I mean, they have so much stuff up there. There are little holes, little passageways and things that are near the window. It's just really cool. You guys got to see that, so I'll try to get some footage of that. And you know, that is a 100 and probably 10-year-old house now. So there's a lot of secrets we don't even know about that house yet. Just saying. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so this part of the vlog is for all of my Alvin the Chipmunks fans out there, and I know there's quite a few of you that subscribe to my channel. I just want to let you know that they are airing new episodes on Nickelodeon. I believe they air in the afternoons, like around 4 o'clock, and they air one new episode a day. But they usually, because they're in the 12-minute format, it's usually one new 12-minute episode, and then they play one of the older episodes after that. But at least once or twice this week, I noticed that both the episodes were new. So if you guys are into Alvin the Chipmunks, make sure you watch them or DVR them on Nickelodeon, at least in the U.S., every afternoon. And again, I believe it's at 4 p.m. And they are also going to be releasing the first season of Alvin the Chipmunks, or they call it the first volume, the new series, on DVD and Blu-ray. I think that's going to be sometime at the end of this month, so keep an eye on your stores for that. It should be coming to Target first, because as I understand it, they have Bagdasarian Productions that produce Alvin the Chipmunks have a deal going on with Target like they did back in the 80s and 90s, so you'll probably at least see them in Target stores first, and then I'm sure they'll get into your Walmarts, your Kmarts, Best Buys, and things like that in the future. But for those of you guys that don't like Alvin the Chipmunks, I'm sorry. I've been a big fan ever since I was a little kid, and you can just go ahead and fast forward through this part of the vlog. I'll give you a couple things. I've been very impressed with the show as it stands. As I've stated in other videos, I think they could have did a little bit better with the character creation. I think that they still do look a little too much like human children, as they kind of did in the 80s too. I am glad to see they actually put tails on them this time. I thought that was really funny watching the 80s Alvin the Chipmunks, and they're chipmunks, they don't have any tails, right? But I'm still enjoying the series. I like the fact that they kept it wholesome. So many recreations of cartoons and cartoons from my childhood, which is the 80s and 90s, have gotten so I don't want to use the word brutal, just so dark. I mean, I've seen like the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. They're dark. I mean, just because you're dealing with complex issues doesn't mean you have to have a dark, almost kind of devilish side to them. And I'm just glad to see they didn't do that with Alvin the Chipmunks. It's, for all intents and purposes, it's extremely similar to the 80s format. And I think that's what they were trying to go for, and it definitely works. I mean, you go for them trying to solve a problem. They're kids, you know, dealing with the average problems that kids have in their lives. And yeah, I just think that I'm going to give them kudos for that. A job well done for sure. Well, it's almost time for us to head out to PT with Mom. Oh, Mom's waking up now. You want to say hi to everybody? Hello. Yeah, she's just getting a little something to eat real quick. And I am going to go ahead and make a cup of coffee before we go. I'm going to use the Keurig machine up here. For those of you who haven't seen it, this is the one that I picked up at the garage sale. This is a B45, I believe. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm not 100% sure. And it seems to work really well. The only thing I had to do with this, I had to really clean it out, because whoever had it, even though I don't think they used it a lot, I don't think they ever actually cleaned it. And another tip I'm going to give you guys, this is one of the older Keurigs that does not have a filter built in to the water reservoir. So one thing I read online is if you don't have a water filter built into your Keurig, use distilled water, because minerals are Keurig's #1 enemy. When you don't use spring water. You can use purified water, which is better, but even purified water tends to have some minerals left in it, and sometimes they actually add the minerals to it. And what happens in the Keurig is the minerals build up on the heater, and they build up in the tubes, and they'll actually clog it. So again, if you're using a Keurig, especially that doesn't have a filter, make sure you use distilled water, and no, it will not hurt you. I know there was a big controversy a few years ago where they said that distilled water wasn't good for you. The only reason they said that is they want you to get the minerals from regular water. So by all means, if you're drinking water, drink regular tap water, spring water, what have you. But because the water is getting heated up and basically boiled anyway, that would pretty much destroy any minerals or anything that was in that anyway. So again, with the Keurig, use distilled water. If you're drinking when you drink regular water during the day, you're fine with spring water. Don't of course only drink distilled water, because then you're going to be lacking in those key minerals that keep us all healthy. Well, time to enjoy my cup of coffee here, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So I'm here outside of the PT place waiting for Mom to come out. Thought I'd show you guys what I picked up at Dollar Tree today. Nothing too special, but I did get these Brim's cheese popcorn. I have gotten these in the past, and they are excellent. Very nice snack for nighttime. About half of the fat, they say, of regular potato chips, and half the sodium as well. So if you see these in your neck of the woods, make sure you pick a bag up. I also got these Busy Baker's Crispy Garden Vegetable Baked Snack Crackers. Now, these also come in the cheddar variety as well. These are very similar to cheese nips. They're not as vinegary. Like Cheez-Its tend to be very vinegary. These are the opposite. These are much more like cheese cheese nips. And it says, look for other Busy Baker crackers, breads, and cookies on our store shelves. I just want to try something different. I figured the garden vegetable will be a little bit healthier. Very little sugars. The sodium is a little bit higher. It's 410 milligrams, and that's for a, looks like a 30-gram serving, I believe. No, I'm take it back. That'd be for about a 8-gram serving, so not too bad, but still a nice thing to eat at night. And lastly, the dollar store actually had something new in. These are Chef Ernesto brand tempura battered zucchini fries. And my mother and I both love zucchini every which way, and these look like they're fried. Now, you don't have to fry them when you heat them up. You can use your deep fryer, your toaster oven, or your conventional oven to cook them. Only 265 milligrams of sodium. So again, for those of you guys that are on a salt conscious diet, maybe not the best option, but still a lot better than something like ramen noodles that's close to 1,000 milligrams of salt per serving. And these are 100% vegetarian, so no meat in this. And let's see, these are 6.5 ounces. And I want to see who makes this. There we go. I don't actually see an address. I'm trying to figure out who actually makes this stuff. The chefernesto.com is a website, so you probably can go on there and check it out, but I don't actually see a place or an address. But yeah, these would be awesome. I can't wait to give these a try, and I'll let you guys know what I think. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. Hope you guys are enjoying my videos. Please remember to like and subscribe. And I want to say one more time, thank you guys so much. Ever since I've had this campaign for people to make sure they hit that subscribe button, I've gained about 100 subscribers in the last few weeks. So keep it up, guys. And man, as always, have a blessed day.